Hey everyone, welcome to Houston Baptist University's Psych 5310, Ethical and Professional Issues in Psychology and Counseling. We're so glad you're here in this course. I'm going to just go over a few things to familiarize yourself with the course and how it works and so on. All right, you're now in Module 1. Welcome to Module 1. Some general advice for you as you go through the coursework. It's very fast-paced. So please do not let yourself get behind. It's really hard to get caught back up. So just work hard, don't fall behind, okay? Secondly, academic integrity is very important. So what does academic integrity mean? That means things that we write are our own words, our own expressions, our own thoughts, and whenever we choose to use the words of someone else, and it's fine to do so, but you need to make sure you give them recognition because they are the ones who said the words. And frequently you do need to use the words of other people because they are the experts. If you state something, it's just your personal opinion, and your personal opinion should be based upon the opinions of experts. So we do want you to use citations and references. But we want to make sure that you give them credit for they're the ones that you learned this from. So academic integrity is giving credit to those original authors. It is also not sharing answers and resources with your classmates and so on. If you have any questions about this, then please do contact your professor. Thirdly, make sure you submit the initial posts in your discussion board. There's a discussion session in every module, and you need to submit your post by Wednesday night, or else other people don't have time to reply to it. So if you submit all of your original posts by Wednesday, then it gives everyone in the course opportunity to go ahead and make the replies before Sunday night. And lastly, if you have questions, please reach out to your professor. All right, moving on. Ethics is very important. It matters. This is probably one of the most important courses that you will take in your program. I'm not sure whether y'all are in the Master of Arts in Psychology or in the School Psychology program. But either way, if you get a license, it's ethical ramifications or ethical decisions that can get you in trouble and make you lose your license. So you don't want to lose what you have invested so much time and money in. So please pay close attention to all the content in this course and consider saving. This is the one textbook that you will want to keep and refer back to whenever you get into a situation where you want to know what you should do, what are the laws, what are the ethics, and so on. So these videos are not thorough and comprehensive. They're designed to give you some information for the exam, but I can't cover all of the coursework in these videos. So please make sure you do all of your reading and so on. For Chapter 1, we go into what are codes of ethics, what's the difference between a code of ethics and the law, which ones how do you find them, and so on. It also goes into how to make ethical decisions. And the important part, most important thing as you consider ethics in your profession is to look at the principles, the basic principles. These principles include autonomy. Your client needs to have the ability to make their own decisions that they feel are best for them. You cannot take away their autonomy. Non-maleficence just means do no harm. So non is no, and maleficence would be harm or evil doing, so just doing no harm. But if you just do no harm, you're at a very minimal ethical level. What you want is to be beneficent. You want to do good. And beyond doing no harm, you want to actually do good and help your clients. And justice, you want to help advocate for them and make sure that they're that justice is being served in the treatment of them in life and in your counseling sessions. Fidelity is another word for faithfulness. We want to be faithful to our clients, faithful in every way, in our words, in our deeds, and our actions. Don't say one thing and do something different. What we say, we must be faithful to. And veracity, again, is a fancy word for truthfulness. Being completely truthful and honest with your clients. You want to be optimistic, but you also need to always be truthful with them. These are the steps of the ethical decision-making model. I'm not going to go through and read them all. You read them in the chapter. You also read them. This is a huge, major assignment in this course, is to take a case study and walk through all of these steps. What exactly is the problem? What are the issues that are involved with the problem? What do the ethical codes say? And so on. So this is a major part of this course. This part right here, this ethical decision-making model, this model that you will apply every time the hairs on the back of your neck stand up and make you feel uncomfortable. Ew. Is this right? Is there a problem here, a potential problem? What should I do? And so on. So we want you to become very, very familiar with using the ethical decision-making model through this course. And Chapter 2 content covers the fact that you are both an asset and a problem. And you're the greatest tool that there is to offer. But within being human, there are weaknesses. You have a personal perspective. You have personal values that may or may not agree with your clients. So your humanity makes you both an asset and a problem. We all have our weaknesses, so we want to make sure that those never hinder the work that we're doing as a counselor. Self-awareness is very important, so it's a very good option. If you can consider having personal counseling yourself, it's a good idea. For one thing, you understand how it feels for them when they pull up in the parking lot of a counseling office and they look around to see, is there anyone I know? Does anybody see me? And walking in and talking to the receptionist, and what does the receptionist think of me coming in for counseling? Does she think I'm a lunatic? So all of those experiences not only help you to be very sensitive to what your clients go through before they ever reach your office. Making the phone call, driving into the parking lot, walking in and talking to the receptionist. These are big deals for them. These are possible barriers that might stop them from actually getting to your office. So aside from the benefits that everyone can receive from going through personal counseling, you also have a good experience in knowing what they're going through. In this chapter, you make sure you understand the meanings of these terms: transference, countertransference, client dependence, stress, and burnout. These are all listed in the chapter, and I think they'll be thoroughly explained there, but some of the terminology is what we are actually putting on the exam. So when you see a new word, make sure you look it up and understand what it means. Alright, so I just do want to encourage you that you can do this. Please keep in contact with your professor with any questions that you have, and make sure you read over the feedback that the professor provides you. It'll give you areas of improvement, APA format, grammar, different thoughts about ethics and how to go through the ethical decision-making model and so on. It's also important to learn from your mistakes. If you take the feedback from your professor, you'll be able to learn from your mistakes and actually improve each week. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes as long as you learn from them. So please, listen to the feedback, learn from your mistakes, and get better and better as you go.